What up, guys? How's everyone doing? My name here is DJ Krowbar. I'm a lecturer here at ADMI. I teach post-production and sound engineering. So hope to see you soon, man. So without further ado, let's go straight into a scene that was really liked for the Click Click Bang Bang movie, record-breaking movie. It's a scene of a Matatu. We're going to go straight into it. It's 1 minute long, so I'm gonna play the whole scene, and then I'll break down how we approached the scene, all right? So let's go straight into it. And put on my cans so that I also hear what you guys are hearing. So let's do this.
Una vitu zangu. Kasisi.
Niaje
Buda, umeficha mtu wangu huyu manze. Huyu. Buda.
Miko hizi unasemaje?
Yangu ni safi vile nimekuona. Mimi nakwambia nisipokula jaba yako leo, utakuwa umenikosea bro.
Mimi hata nilikuwa tunashuka tu hapa sasa hivi.
Hata mimi safari yangu inakatikia hapa. Manze hata mtu yangu huyu manze. Lakini mimi nilikuwa najiambia kuna kitu fiti inakam. Manze yani bro, Buda umeficha white. Sasa kuna base zingine inakuwa hapa mbele. Tunaweza ingia tufinye chapati na 60. Mtu wangu. Lakini shughuli ziko aje? Hustle vipi lakini?
There you go. Awesome. I like that scene. But it has energy. From here to Timbuktu and back. We are not just going, it's going and back. So, first thing I'm gonna approach is the music, how we approach the music for the scene. Let me mute everything else and just leave the music there. And then I show you how we approached the music scene for that particular scene. So there, okay, here we go. So at first when they're outside the Matatu, you hear the music as if it's outside. Then it goes in. So how we approach that is we use a reverb, and then we automate. There is automation for the EQ here. So I'm gonna open the EQ, and then I'm going to open the reverb. Then I show you how we approached that. So let me push the video a bit out there so that you see on the outside, when they're getting into the mat, we have a low pass filter here. Then when they go in, it goes off. And then the reverb kicks in there properly. Then you hear. So if I switch it off, you'll notice it doesn't sound like it's in a Matatu. It sounds very upfront. So that element of creating space is very important because we know how a Matatu sounds like. We've taken a Matatu in our lives. So when you don't do things like this, the scene becomes very unrealistic. So that's the first part. And then the element where Kasisi is just about to steal and then it kicks in. There is the music changes and then there's a riser. So let me just go to the topmost part. I should have minimized all these other tracks so that it's much more easy. Let me unmute SFX over there. And then let me collapse the dialogue and the ambience and Foley, so that I only have the yellow and blue. So this other part over here, where he goes in, the music changes, this plays, then there's a riser. Then he chucks out the gun. So to bring that element, the reason we never killed out the music is we still want you to know that he's still in a Matatu. So we automated a fade. I did a fade automation over here, as you can see. So the music for the Matatu went down, and then the music for, where's my mouse? There you go. And then the music for this one went up. Ndio hii hapa. So there's that tension building music that rose up to bring context, and then we layered it with a riser to create that element of something is about to go down here. And then, so that, because we know how it sounds like to be within a Matatu, we add the next layer. The next layer is now ambience, which we refer here as BG. So I'm going to unmute it. There you go. So, in fact, let me just show you the actual track itself. It's just one layer of how a car sounds inside. So this is how it sounds like. So that sound, sorry, let me mute that and that, so that you hear. So this is how it sounds like inside the Matatu. And that's what you're hearing here. So it gives you context that you are inside a Matatu, but then the music is playing. And then remember, when this scene was being shot, the Matatu was actually moving. So the sound of it is also on Butita's mic and on Kasisi's mic, and you'll hear it separately. So when both of them play and they layer up together, it's very convincing, very convincing. So that comes into play, especially when all the tracks play consistently. So when he comes in and then, in fact, let me just go to where Butita is talking, so that we can dig in from there. Okay, let's see that one kick in.
Bro, ni wewe wanaona vitu zangu. Kasisi.
Niaje deno.
Buda, umeficha mtu wangu huyu manze. Huyu. Buda.
So the scene kicks in, and then at the end, when Butita is walking out, we do a pan so that to give you the context that he's actually moving out of the scene and going to your right hand side. So watch on that thing.
Kuna base nyingine inakuwa hapa mbele. Tunaweza ingia tufinye chapati na 60.
There.
Buda, mtu wangu. Lakini shughuli ziko aje? Hustle vipi lakini?
You can hear he's actually playing on your right side of the ear. So you when you don't pan the dialogue, and this is where you pan it. Let me just open the pan automation. There it is. So it brings context based on picture. When you're looking at the picture, the person has moved to your right. And then when they move, you not only pan, but you also reduce the volume. You see, I've reduced the volume over there. So that one is for the volume, and then the other one is for the pan, to give that context that he's actually moved out of the picture. And then finally, to finish that scene, there's a time-lapse clip that plays at the end, and then it cuts into the next one. So we changes from there. Yeah. And then that last kick where you hear, yeah, is the transition to the next scene. So that one, I'll be honest with you, it's occupational hazard. I am a DJ by profession, and I like using that effect when I'm DJing. So it's a kick with a lot of reverb. So when it lands, and then the ambience changes again. All right, so these are some of the tricks that you can imply to make your picture believable. Remember, our goal here with sound is to make them believe what they are seeing. If our sound is believable, they believe what they are seeing. And when they believe, we have achieved our goal of moving people emotionally. We want people to connect with the picture emotionally. That's the end of the goal. When you enter the recording business, you always have to remember, we're in the business of recording emotions. All right. So keep well. See you guys at ADMI soon. All right.